The 10A Boxing Podcast, where the punches never stop and the excitement is always ringside. Get ready to step into the world of boxing like never before. Join us as we dive deep into the stories, strategies, and showdowns that make boxing the ultimate sport of champions. From knockout interviews with legendary fighters to ringside roundups of the biggest matchups, we've got you covered with expert analysis and insider insights. So lace up your gloves, grab a ringside seat, and get ready to experience the thrill of the fight. This is the 10-8 Podcast. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? Excuse me, it's your boy Norbs, and this is the 10-8 Podcast. Wow. It's been a turn of events. It's like we've never experienced ever in boxing. I mean, it's crazy because I see so many people right now kind of split in this situation with Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia is just continuing to troll and make it seem as if, you know, this is all BS. But the fact of the matter is, oh shit. The fact of the matter is that this is very serious, and you know, it's bad. It's bad news. Hold on, babe. Hold on. I'm on live. I'm gonna call you right back. So, sorry about that, guys. But we're gonna take a caller. We already got a caller calling in. Let's start off the day. 585-585. Let me put my headphones on real quick. This is the 10-8 Podcast, the People's Boxing Podcast. What's up, buddy? Hold on, let me switch you over to so the fans can hear you, for the people can hear you. What's good, my brother?
Tell us, so you can hear me clear?
Yeah, I hear you clear. What's up, brother?
Yeah, man, I thought that was crazy. I did think Garcia was like, you know, too muscular for that fight. At first, I know he was 3 pounds over, and I know he was drinking, but I'm like, the way he was peeing off on Haney was kind of crazy. So to hear that he took some substance was I want a surprise. Now, if I'm Haney, I'm not taking a rematch because I believe once a cheater, always a cheater. And I know what's the guy name? I just slipped my mind. Spanish boxer. Oh man.
I
just slipped my mind.
I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna keep it real. People, so there's two drugs that they apparently have came up. One of them was a recovery drug, right? So basically, it's, you know, when you get injured and things, that doesn't enhance your performance; it just helps you heal. The other one that hasn't been confirmed yet is the one that is a growth hormone. Now, I get what you're saying. If I was Haney, I wouldn't, but you got to look at it from two different angles, right? Haney wants to get his lick back. That's one. And
right.
Two, you got to think about it like this. There is nobody else that Devin Haney will be able to make that amount of money with ever again. So you got to kind of look at it from that perspective. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe the result's going to change. I don't think that. I think the rules will be stricter and all that stuff. I just feel like it's going to be the same thing. Devin Haney is just not someone that can hurt you. Now, and you know, Garcia has his number, but I think this opens the door for something that Ryan didn't want to do, right? So let's think about this for a second. Look at everyone who's speaking right now. Gervonta Davis has been very outspoken about the situation. I told everybody before that I believe that the Gervonta rematch is coming soon because of the amount of money that that Ryan Garcia has brought to the table, especially when they were brought together, right? What is Gervonta saying right now? Gervonta's out there defending Ryan. He's saying it's BS. He's saying it's a conspiracy. Adding to what Ryan Garcia is saying to kind of go over with the fans. And there's a lot of fans that are saying, hey, look, I think it's fake. The ref was in favor of Devin Haney. It's a lot of different things, right? Now, the weight thing, I wasn't tripping over the weight thing because Devin Haney weighed a little more than Ryan Garcia, to be honest with you. in that fight. And he did the same thing to Regis Prograis, so I don't feel bad for him in that situation. The testing, though, when you do it, you can hurt somebody. You can kill somebody. So I'm with you on that. But I think it opens the door for Devin Haney to force it. I think Devin wants the rematch for the get back and for the amount of money that he made. I think he made like $30 million or something in that fight.
Okay, I'll say three quick things real quick. I hear what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Now, this can be a Cotto versus Margarito, where it's like Cotto was like, "Nah, you cheated. I want my leg back, and I'm gonna destroy you."
Yeah.
It can be one of those things. And I remember watching, and I'm like, Cotto went crazy, right?
Cotto's different fighter than
but then it can be like, yeah, I know. I'm just saying mentality wise, like bump that, I'm all in.
Yeah.
But then it can be like, Mayweather and Vernon Forrest fight, where no drugs being taken. Huh?
Vernon Forrest never fought Mayweather.
I said Mosley. Mosley.
Yeah.
When Mosley first lost to Vernon, and he was like, bumping, I'm going to fight him again. And Vernon beat him the second time just as bad.
Yeah.
So I get both sides of the field where it's like, yo, he could lose just as bad as the first time, or he could come in on rage mode like, bump that, I'm going to beat him. Though I had Haney winning, because when he was just boxing, because remember, Garcia was turning his back a lot, and Haney was just getting them little jabs in. And the last point I want to say before you get to the next caller was I think Haney can make that same amount of money if he fights Shakur, because they both knock heavy punches. They're both skilled boxers that people secure.
No, absolutely not. He won't even make nowhere near that amount of money fighting Shakur. Shakur doesn't make
you don't think he'll make?
No.
You don't think that'd be a blockbuster, man?
I'll give you something right now. Just think about this for a second. Shakur has yet to do a pay-per-view. He's yet to do a pay-per-view.
Say that again?
Shakur Stevenson has yet to do a pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he has not done a pay-per-view. Shakur Stevenson doesn't sell.
No, he hasn't.
Exactly. Think about that for a second.
But I think, and I say this, and you making good points. I'm saying I think this might be that match though, where you might see Shakur Stevenson actually break out into something, because it seems like everyone is avoiding Shakur. Now I think Shakur is crazy. Don't get me wrong. I think Davis will watch him. I think the best fight to get that type of money, or close to that type of money, would be against Haney. That's just me.
Who for Haney? Haney's the only way Haney sees anything close to that is if he fights Ryan or Gervonta. Shakur Stevenson, he won't get nowhere near that. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, Shakur Stevenson can't even get a big fight.
You don't think he'll get nowhere?
No, he won't.
No, it won't. Okay, it won't be as big as Davis, because Davis is a big name in Garcia rematch. But something close to that. You don't think it's Shakur Stevenson and Haney get them close to that?
No, not even close. Not even a third.
Oh, no, man. Oh, no. I mean, all right.
Shakur Stevenson, I just told you, he hasn't even had a pay-per-view yet. He's trying to get listen, Ryan Garcia in 1 year made $41 million. He sold $1.2 million with Gervonta Davis. Shakur Stevenson has yet to sell a pay-per-view. Devin Haney, in fact, only sold 50,000 pay-per-views when he fought Regis Prograis. There is no way that he will be able to get that amount of money with Shakur Stevenson. I'm just being 100%.
Let me ask you this: Is that a super fight? Is that a super fight, Haney versus Shakur Stevenson?
It's not. It's not right now. It's not.
And I'm gonna leave you alone. Last question. I promise this last question.
Yeah,
so, what do Shakur Stevenson need to do to make that a super fight, then, to get that super fight? Because I think it is.
Now, first of all, this is the problem with Shakur Stevenson, and I think Shakur Stevenson is talented. I think he may be the most gifted boxer in just ability, right? But he's boring. Nobody wants to see him. He doesn't knock anybody out. He doesn't do enough. He kind of fights like the old Floyd Mayweather. It doesn't let his hands go. People want to see action. People want to see things that excite them. That's the reason boxing has become so stale, because a lot of people have adapted to that Floyd Mayweather old man style, or the Money Mayweather style, which isn't that enticing. And they don't want to watch that. And Shakur Stevenson, listen, look at his stats. Oh, he hasn't lost a round in XYZ. Oh, he barely gets hit. He doesn't knock anybody out. He doesn't entertain anyone. Nobody wants to see that. This is a generation where they want to see action-packed fights, and he doesn't do that. And even if it's not him getting hit, he's not putting people away. So to me, honestly, he would have to go up to a 140, destroy a Matisse, destroy a Teofimo Lopez, which I don't believe he's going to do. Him sitting around waiting for Gervonta is crazy. Yeah.
He won't destroy. He'll destroy that guy. He won't destroy Lopez. He won't destroy him. I think he'll win.
I don't
think he'll win. Let me take that back. I take that back. I don't think he.
It's also in the fashion he has to win. He's very boring. Same thing with Devin Haney. And this is the thing. Listen. Let's be honest. Devin Haney got caught in the Garcia fight because he was trying to be more engaging. He was trying to be more entertaining for more people to tune in. That's not his fight. He doesn't have that type of ability to do that. He doesn't have the chin. He's been tested before. He doesn't have that type of pop. Ryan Garcia, regardless of what he did, knew that going into that fight. So, I'll be honest with you, guys like Devin Haney, guys like Shakur Stevenson, although they are great fighters, people aren't going to pay premium dollars to watch somebody tap dance for 12 rounds. I'm just being 100% honest. Yeah. That's why I say Devin Haney.
I'm about 70-30. I'm about 70-30 with that. I hear you made a good point with that. I think a Shakur Stevens in a Haney fight is not going to generate a Garcia part 2.
No,
it's not going to generate a Davis fight. No, it's not. Yes, we're right on that. But do I think if they're bringing in $30 million, do I think it get at least 15? I think it get at least 15, man.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen,
I may be sounding crazy.
It's up to Eddie Hearn, and I think that his own, but I just don't see. Listen, numbers don't lie, okay? And 50,000 for Regis Prograis is not gonna. I mean, they'll probably sell more versus with Shakur if they fight, but they're just not interesting fighters. I mean, even when you hear Shakur talk trash, it's not that interesting because people don't believe he's gonna do that. Devin, listen, I think they're great fighters. It is what it is. They're great fighters. I'm not taking that away, but they're fucking boring. Listen, there's a reason why if you look at Ryan Garcia, everybody's glued to everything he's got to say. He makes people want to listen. He makes people pay attention. He knocks people out. He
sells his fight.
Exactly. Gervonta Davis doesn't do much talking, but he puts people to sleep, and people want to see that. Shakur Stevenson style,
right.
Devin Haney style is very, very boring. Listen, they're great technical fighters, but they don't put people away. Canelo Alvarez is a great technical fighter, and he knocks people out. It's a difference.
So let me ask you this thing. Yeah. If that match was to happen, Haney and Shakur,
I got Shakur beating him.
Who do you think? I got Shakur too. Okay, we can agree on that 100%. I got Shakur winning.
Yeah, listen, I don't doubt
like 7 rounds to 5, not more.
I'll tell you this. I don't got Shakur losing to pretty much anybody at 135. I actually have him beating Gervonta Davis. But to get that fight, he's going to have to do something in order to demand that fight. And honestly, if I'm Gervonta Davis, I'd rather fight Ryan Garcia in a rematch. It's just a bigger bag. The value, listen, remember, huh?
No, I do. I agree with you on that. I think this, though, that if Garcia does not get that knockout or that close to knockout, we might as well say I think the fight should have stopped in the 7th round. If you ask me, if Davis does not Davis, but if Garcia doesn't win in the fashion he does, I don't think there's a rematch call, right? Because Davis knocked Garcia out, so it's like what we need to rematch for. But then Garcia came back, and did what he did. So yeah, I think it does warrant a rematch for money's sake. I don't think it needs a rematch for the sake it was a good fight or not, because Davis dominated that fight.
Well, there was also, I wouldn't say dominated. I mean, he put him down one time, then hit him with a body shot. He beat him. I mean, this Gervonta doesn't have a large.
Wait. He had Garcia after that first knockout and drop in the 2nd round. He had Garcia shaking up. Garcia couldn't let loose because he was nervous, and when he tried to let loose again, he got dropped.
I understand what you say. He won the fight.
The first round was boring. The 2nd round, Garcia tried to bring the action. and then he got hit. And then, so if you watch that fight again, from the second all the way up to when he got dropped in the seventh round, I think, he was not Garcia like we're used to. He was timid. He was trying to think. And it's almost like Garcia is not a thinking fighter like that. He's an opportunist type fighter.
Garcia respected his power. He got hit, and that's what happened. Now, listen, I get what you're saying. We can get into the technical stuff. Gervonta doesn't do a lot during fights. He sits. He's very smart. Doesn't waste punches, and that's why I believe he'll lose to a Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur will just continue to win rounds and not get hit. Shakur just doesn't. I mean, Gervonta, we're all waiting for the home run when we watch him fight. He doesn't really. He doesn't really engage as much as we would like, but that's what Gervonta does. He goes. He's like a lion out for his prey. Again, I hear what you're saying about the Devin fight and the Gervonta and Devin. There is controversy around it, and it's funny because it's about weight. It's about the weight drain, and that's why people want to see it. And he's a big star. Listen, I believe Gervonta wants to see it. Listen, why would out of nowhere Gervonta Davis come out and defend Ryan Garcia? Why? I believe it's to save that fight. He wants that fight next because I believe he understands. And his camp understands if this fight doesn't happen now, it is never going to happen because Ryan's probably going to go up to 147, 154, and he wants that bank. He wants that check. He wants that probably guaranteed $50 million, guaranteed without pay-per-view. So, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. But I think like I was saying before, my point before was I think Haney is going to force a rematch at this point. It's going to be a no contest. They are going to disqualify his win. It's just that's most likely what's going to happen. It's going to be a no contest.
That's crazy.
It is. I mean, that's what it is. But my thing with that is it's going to be a no contest for Haney, but I think Haney's broken. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Haney can be fixed.
Yes, yo, fam, listen. I was just talking about this at the job the other day. I said, yo, Haney and his dad is mentally scrambled right now. They're scrambled. It's almost like they mouth is dry. They don't know what in the world just happened, right? And with this thing that's coming, this person that's coming up with Garcia, they're gonna ride it. They're gonna ride it, even if it's something false. They're gonna continue to ride on it. But they are broken. They are broken. They are broken.
I'll tell you this,
because when you look at Haney's face, his face was broken. His face was broken physically, and you saw his spirit broken.
I'll tell you this right now, and I think people are underestimating this, and this is just a fact. You can take the victory away from Ryan Garcia, right, and put it as a no contest. But you cannot take away the physical punishment that Devin Haney and mental punishment that he suffered.
That's what I'm saying.
So, to me, I don't think Haney's ever going to be the same again. I think Haney's going to be very susceptible to getting knocked out. I think people, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think he beats Teofimo. I don't think he beats Batiste at 140. I feel like somebody was saying he was like in a deep depression. So,
It's all, and I'll leave with. I don't know if you remember, not to change the basketball, when Nick Anderson missed some 4 straight free throws in the NBA finals.
Was it the finals?
Yeah, and they said he was never the same.
Yeah,
it was the finals against Houston. Yeah, and they said he was never the same.
Yeah,
it's one of them things. Like when Cotto had his first loss, because Cotto, one of my favorite boxers, he came right back strong. Lost a couple more after that to Mayweather and Pacquiao, but he was good. I don't see Haney bouncing back like a Cotto, like, nah, bump that. You ain't gonna get this one on me. I'm gonna still punish people after that. Even with Mosley. When Mosley lost to Vernon, he was shaking. His world was shaking because he just didn't lose by a decision. He got beat on.
Yeah, he did. He got
you know what I'm saying? And Vernon had his number before the pros.
Yeah, absolutely. Beat him in the amateur.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So and Mosley was never the same boxer. He wasn't feared no more. Even when he tried to get his lick back, he got beat almost in the same fashion. But anyways, man, I know you got other callers, man.
Not to let you, but before you go, the funny thing about what you're saying is this: Cotto was knocking people out. Shane Mosley was knocking people out, and they had chins. Devin Haney doesn't have a chin, and he doesn't knock people out. So it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to get his lick back and to get back on top. I'm just keeping it real.
And this is another thing you said something earlier about the Mayweather style. I think what a lot of these guys are feeling and realize is that in Mayweather, when he was pretty boy, he was going blow to blow with everybody. He was showing off his power. Yeah. He was knocking people out. So then when he got older, it was like I can still punch, but I'm not trying to get hit. So I wanted, and he did that later in his career, obviously. And I think with these guys, they're coming in with the Money Mayweather mentality, where I'm going to take the fight that I want to take. So these guys are fighting once a year and whatnot. And it's like, yo, Mayweather did that when he realized he was an A-side guy, and people want to see him lose. So it's like, y'all going to watch me lose, y'all going to watch my new style of fighting, y'all going to hate it, but I'm going to win. But it's like, yo,
he took less chances.
go out there and fight first.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not going to
They're
do
not
that.
fighting. And that's what I'm saying. They're looking at, well, Mayweather made this money. It's like, yo, Mayweather made that money because he was going in the ring beating up guys. He was going in the ring. This is the guy he knocked out 6 times, Diego Corrales. That was one of my favorite boxers. He went in going blow for blow with these guys and showing their hand speed. Yeah. And you guys are coming in with the shoulder roll, can't protect the chin. So when Mosley rocked him, Mayweather ate it. Like, and what he said in that interview, he said, yo, I told Mosley, you don't have to kill me. And what happened? He won 11 straight rounds after that, or 10 straight rounds or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
but anywho, man, get it going to what you got to do, man. I like this podcast, man. I listen all the time, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
No doubt, brother.
All right. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna find out very soon. Everything that's transpiring right now is absolutely it's crazy right now. And there's a lot of I've never seen people or fans split so bad right now. I was on my Instagram and watching people split. Oh, it's a conspiracy. I don't believe it. This and this and that. And it's kind of crazy. And to me, I feel like this actually opens the door for Haney now to get that rematch. He wasn't going to get it before. I believe it opens the door now. And again, I don't think Ryan cares about the win. I don't think he cares about the rematch. To be honest with you, I believe they're going. I believe this kind of messes up the potential for a Gervonta Davis rematch, because I feel like the commissions are going to step in and force a rematch and really do some very hard drug testing. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the next move is, but this is just bad for the sport right now. It's bad and good, because all eyes right now on every social media platform are on Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and boxing. So that's a good thing, but it is in a negative light. Now, they are, I don't know if Ryan has contested it or sent his B sample to be analyzed, but we are waiting for that. But chances are this is going to come back the same exact way. And if it does, and he did, let's say he did, the other one is confirmed, the other anabolic steroid is confirmed, yeah, it's bad. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen in terms of repercussions, but I'll tell you this. Boxing made a lot of money that night. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to force a rematch, because the amount of controversy that we're seeing right now is exactly what and I think everybody's going to want to see it. People are going to want to see it, whether they want to see Ryan do it again or they want to see vindication from Devin Haney. People are going to be tuned in more so than before. So I believe that there will be a rematch. I think Devin Haney's going to push the rematch, and I think there's going to be stricter rules set. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I believe there will be a rematch. I mean, Ryan has put out multiple blogs already where he says no rematch, no rematch. This is BS. But when this stuff does come back, or is he even going to contest it? I'll tell you right now, I don't even know if Ryan's going to actually contest it. I think he's going to go with the conspiracy theory. If you're Ryan Garcia right now, everything that's transpired and everything, and you could tell he's kind of going with it. Oh, look, they see me with Trump, and now all of a sudden I'm doing this. The ref was cheating. I think Ryan doesn't even contest it at this point. And just not that he's going to accept the thing, he's going to flip it in a way, in my opinion, that's going to make it look as if it's a conspiracy to take Ryan Garcia down. And I think that's going to be his best play in this situation. But I mean, I don't know if they can forcefully do it or just, I don't know how that works. But yeah, I believe right now Haney. I mean, again, I don't know if Haney I believe he's probably gonna try to do a rematch. I mean, he said he wanted to do a rematch, and I think that's what we're gonna end up getting at this point. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think Gervonta Davis is not very happy about that because I really do believe that that fight was next. I believe Haney, or within the next year, I believe that was what was going to happen. But the boxing world is shook up right now over this. This is crazy. Like I'm reading on my Twitter, my Instagram. If you guys don't have it, it's at StreetStar NORBE. I'm looking at my comments. People, this is BS. This is one comment. I'm not even a Garcia fan. I definitely had Haney for the win, but shit looking real fishy right now. First the ref, then the judge. Then Haney was allowed to keep a belt that should have been vacated. Now they're trying to overturn the win altogether. Boxing is really washed up. So the conspiracy talk has already been is already being spoken about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my man Eric Moon saying that Ryan Garcia's lying. He posted that 12 minutes before, 12 hours earlier on my Instagram. But we're gonna do that. Master Velocity and the zone. I don't know how the zone would be liable in this situation. I'm not 100% sure, but it is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. I just want to do a quick show. We're gonna speak on that, and I'm gonna let it go. My son just woke up, and I'm only here with him, so I'm gonna try to get something before I have to leave later. But we're gonna get back to it, and it's your boy.